Today, we are putting the popular Lockwood 001 Deadlatch to another test. We'll see how well it performs against another forced entry attempt with a thinner door frame. Before we get into the action, let's quickly show how the door strike is fitted. This is a crucial part of the lock's security. The Lockwood 001 strike plate is secured here with reinforced screws that are meant to resist forced entry. This being a thin door frame, the screws are very close to the edge of the frame. If the frame was much thinner, the door frame strengthener screws would not be able to be installed, as there would be no timber to screw them into. A well-installed strike plate helps to spread the force of an impact through the frame, increasing durability. Our door frame setup today is more comparable with some home door frames. The door frame is made from 20mm thick pine. This will give a realistic view of a door frame more commonly used in many homes. Door frames in Australia range from around 18mm to 30mm. Looking at your door frame, it is often not possible to see the thickness of the frame material. The frame is hidden by the architrave. The Lockwood 001 on a previous test with a 35mm thick frame withstood 465 kilograms. This is the same 001. It has been repaired, so don't expect it to resist the same level of force as the previous test. But today, we're putting this setup through some real pressure. In this test, we are applying direct force, simulating a typical attempt to force the door open. Let's see how this 20mm frame holds up. Under 368 kilograms of force, the door is finally opened. The reinforced screws in the strike plate help absorb and distribute the force through the frame. You can see that the latch bolt bent and forced the strike and the lock apart under the extreme pressure. The door frame started to split, but it didn't split along the screw line. The split was due to the pressure pushing on the unsupported part of the frame. Our test shows that the Lockwood 001 Deadlatch performs well, even with a 20mm door frame. With proper installation and using the door frame reinforcer that comes with the lock, this setup can withstand a significant force. Remember, this is just a testing door and frame. There are many variables that can affect a door's security. If you are building a new home or renovating, the one piece of advice I would give is not to skimp on door frames. Make sure your door frames are at least 30mm thick and made of a solid timber. Ensure the house frame has reinforcing around the door frame to stop the frame from spreading if it is forced. Also, make sure that the door and the frame have no more than a 3mm gap. The wider the gap between the door and the frame, the more leverage will be placed on the latch or bolt if force is applied to the door.